And well, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah inaugurated the Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao underpass this morning. After several attempts to complete work, the underpass has finally become a reality today. Work was stalled for over 5 years due to several reasons, and the Chief Minister had to intervene to ensure its completion. Around 5 months ago, one stretch of the underpass connecting Malleshwaram with Yeshwantpur at the Indian Institute of Science Junction was thrown open, and today the stretch from Yeshwantpur to Mekri Circle was inaugurated. Commuters now are sure a relieved lot.
It was very delayed because we were struggling a lot because the roads were also not constructed. We are happy that it is opened.
It's more easier now for all of us actually, and I actually go to school every day. It's been a mess in the rainy times, so messy. The roads are never proper. The mud and the dirt, just can't walk here. But then now it's all clean. Looks good. So happy.
You're happy?
Yeah, because I have to go here every day for my school and stuff, so it's good.
Well, my colleague Nabila was at the spot and she takes us through how the underpass looks and how the commuters are relieved now.
A huge sigh of relief for commuters travelling across Malleshwaram, Yeshwantpur and Mekri Circle. The much-awaited C.N.R. Rao underpass, after a 5 to 6 year long wait, has finally been thrown open to the public, and this is what it looks like. Right this morning, the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah came in and inaugurated the place. You can see marigold flowers still adorning the walls of this underpass. A huge delay, about 5 to 6 years. Several reasons attributed to the delay, one of which was the conflict between the project, between the contractors who took up the project, that was Madhava High Tech and East Coast Constructions and Industries Limited, who had a regular conflict, were not able to complete work. It is a 30 crore project, and work was finally divided between the two contractors equally. But even then, the BBMP's financial crunch, they were not able to pump in money at regular intervals to make this project happen on time. It was scheduled to be open September 2011. It's now 2014 May, and sadly today it was due to be thrown open, and finally today the Chief Minister came in and inaugurated this place. Four commissioners, BBMP commissioners, finished their terms, and still the underpass was not thrown open. So that was quite funny. Besides which, right now, the only sigh of relief is that the traffic snarls, traffic congestions all through Malleshwaram and Yeshwantpur is now going to be eased out thanks to this underpass. If you can see here, people coming in from Malleshwaram will have to take the underpass, go right below towards Yeshwantpur. And people coming in from Yeshwantpur, it's quite easy. They can take the underpass, go right up to Malleshwaram in just a jiffy. And people going towards Mekri Circle, people coming in from Malleshwaram to Mekri Circle will have to come above the underpass and take a right deviation towards the Indian Institute of Science. And people coming in from Yeshwantpur to Mekri Circle will have to come below the underpass. Right below the underpass, there's a left deviation. It goes right up to the Indian Institute of Science and right there to Mekri Circle. So really a huge relief for commuters here, because the C.N.R. Rao underpass was designed to ease out the congestion that was persistent for many years. This entire stretch here was quite a sight earlier, 5 years, actually just a few months back. It was quite a disappointing sight. When it rained, because of the construction being stalled, the water would fill up, it would just be flooded, there would be so much of dust and flies, and just so hazardous for people walking around and for all the students who study in schools and colleges right across. So this definitely comes as a huge sigh of relief, a big smile on commuters' face, and for all those of you who were praying and hoping and wishing that this underpass be thrown open, your prayers has finally come true. With camera person Devaya, this is Nabila for News 9.
And moving on, BMRCL's proposal to residents near Jayadeva Hospital had given them sleepless nights. The residents are now breathing easy simply because they did not give in to the demands of the Metro Corporation.
These senior citizens can afford to laugh and heave a sigh of relief today as their struggle to save their properties is paid off. All these residents, along with several others, have been living in the area beside Jayadeva Hospital for 30 to 35 years. They had invested their hard-earned money to construct houses and were living happily till they received a notice from the Bengaluru Metropolitan Rail Corporation Limited about acquiring their property for its second phase of the metro project. The notice devastated them. Though BMRCL promised them huge compensation, they were not the ones to be lured. They did not want monetary benefit. They just wanted their property to be saved. They united and began their battle against BMRCL. The line between RV Road to Bommasandra for the second phase of metro was supposed to pass through this area. But to save the parking lot of Jayadeva Hospital, BMRCL changed the original plan. It was alleged that BMRCL had decided to take a deviation and demolish 98 structures on the other side of the road.
After 2 or 3 meetings, subsequently, he has positively assured that we are working on that. Please don't worry. We'll try to save almost all the properties, and maybe a few properties may have to be acquired partially for locating the station. Even for that, I had suggested, please reduce the length of the station. Absolute minimum length only you please take, and you can provide all the facilities within the limited space. Don't try to expand the station length. That is what I had also told him. And I had also told him that the width of the station also should be compressed.
The residents urged BMRCL to stick to its original plan or construct a flyover on the road. Their fight has finally paid dividends, with BMRCL agreeing to their proposal. The metro line will pass through as per the original plan. It has also promised them that their properties would be left alone.
ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಮೀಟಿಂಗು ಕರೋಲ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ರಾಮಲಿಂಗಾರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೋಡಲ್ಲೇ ಅಲೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದೇ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೂ ಮನೆ ಹೊಡೆಯುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವ.
BMRCL's move will not only save 98 structures from being demolished, but will also save about 600 crore rupees for the corporation. Pavitra, News9, Bengaluru.
Well, dogs and cats are often considered to be arch rivals. We get any number of stories pertaining to bitter animosity between these two pets. But what we are going to show you through this report is literally opposite to this phenomenon. Take a look. This female pug Biddy is about 2 years old. This kitten Liddu is just short of 2 months. They belong to Ashwini, a resident of Yashwantpur. Cats and dogs are said to be bête noires, but in Ashwini's residence, the story is different. There is a sweet bonding between Biddy and Liddu. The cat and dog stay together, live together, play and eat together.
Biddy is so funny. To play with him, so only I play with him. And when my friends call, I don't go with them. I'll play with him only in the house. Daily. It is so funny.
The most stunning aspect of this friendship is Biddy nursing the kitten. This has caused Ashwini's friends and neighbors to throng her house.
ನಾವು 30 ಡೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ನ, ಸೊ ಲಿಡ್ಡುನ. ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಈಗ ಅದು ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಿದ್ರೆ ಬಂದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಕ್ಕು ನಾಯಿ ಹತ್ರ ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದು, ತುಂಬ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಯಿಗೂ ಬೆಕ್ಕಿಗೂ ಹಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಆದರೂ ಅದು ಫೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ.
The dog and cat have become inseparable companions for sure. Shobha Jochiga, News9, Bengaluru. Puppets are quite popular in rural parts of Karnataka, but the urban areas don't get to witness it too often, which is why Karnataka Chitrakala Parishad have come up with an exhibition that displays the best variety of leather puppets from the country. Take a look. This
summer, the one show kids love to watch are the fun puppet shows. But sadly, kids never get to touch their favorite puppets, which is why this puppet exhibition has gathered the most beautiful leather puppets from across the country for kids to come see and enjoy them up close. This leather puppet exhibition is organized by the Karnataka Chitrakala Parishad as part of their festival of leather puppets. Original leather puppets from Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, created from the beginning of 19th century, are on display for kids and adults to get the feel and understand stories the puppets narrate.
In one way, we can take it as sort of alternative to cinema, because most of the artisans used to work on working on leathers, and it's also sort of work with the shadow and light and shadow puppets. So most of the village folk used to, and also the artisans used to play during the nights, and people could watch it. It's in one way, you can take it as a sort of alternative cinema.
The puppets are nice and they are informative in the pictures itself. It shows the story clearly, the step by step in the puppets.
These puppets are generally made of goat hide and deer skin, since they have the characteristic of transparency and can easily absorb colors. The tiny holes in them give the puppets a shadow and also space to the artists to hook their strings and bring the puppets to life.
So they are designed so well. The understanding of the thing in 2 dimension, brilliant, because it's not easy thing, because the artists have that kind of pictorial language in 2-dimensional, amazing things.
The show is curated by Professor M.J. Kamalakshmi and Miss Uma Patil, and their attempt to resurrect the relevance of the artistic forms through these puppets to the current generation has truly paid off. Nabila for News 9.